Hello everyone, this is Ernie Lee. Today I'm going to teach you how to read and play on a concert score with your transposed instrument with Solfège system. Alright, let's begin. So our first topic is, what is a transposing instrument? So actually not all instruments are written in what they are sounded. One example is a guitar. A guitar is actually noted an octave higher than it is sounded. So which means when you are playing a middle C on your score, you see a middle C on your score and you play on your guitar, it is actually an octave lower, as you heard. Some other examples are like an alto saxophone. It is major 6 below what is notated. So let me demonstrate you how it is by playing an instrument for you. So the first example is a flute. A flute is a non-transposing instrument, which means when I see a middle A on the score and I play the middle A fingering, it will sound middle A, A4. That's C. As you can see on the tuner, it shows A4. It is a middle A. The second example is a guitar. A guitar is a transposed instrument. It is transposed an octave lower than the written. What it means is whatever you written on the score, it is actually heard an octave lower. Now let's play a middle A for the guitar. As you can see on the tuner, it shows A3, which means it's actually an octave lower than what I played, a middle A. The third example is an alto sax. An alto sax is also a transposing instrument. It is in E flat. It is actually 9 half step below the written pitch. You can also think it as a major 6 below, or another way, a minor third above than an octave below. It's the same thing. Let's play a middle A written on the score. Let's see what it shows on the tuner. As you can see on the tuner, it shows C4. I'm playing the middle A, but it shows C4. It is indeed a transposed instrument, a major 6 below what is written. Alright, so what is a concert score? What is a transposed score? A concert score is notated in what you heard, which means when you see a middle A, you play it and you'll hear a middle A, an A4 on your tuner. On the other hand, a transposed score is notated in what the player will play. But what we actually heard really depends on the instrument, just like my previous demonstration. Alright, so our next topic is how to play in concert pitch. A concert pitch means the exact pitch that shows on your tuner. So how to play it? There are 3 options. Option 1, you can use the Solfège system. Option 2, use the sight reading method. Option 3, transpose in notating software. Using the Solfège system means you use a solfège as the bridge to connect between your transposing instruments and your transposed score and the concert score. The pros are it's easier to communicate with other musicians that also play a transposing instruments, and it also builds up the connection with your daily scale practice routine. You know, you practice a lot of C major scale, A minor scale, G major scale, and F major scale. So that's help you to build up your connection. And also, it using Solfège system truly analyze and understand what you are playing instead of just reading the note, playing out the note. The cons are you need a little bit of basic music theory to apply the Solfège system, but not a lot, just a little bit of basic music theory. And also you need some preparation in advance, and it also takes some extra times. And using solfège system is what I recommend because of the advantages, and this is the topic we are going to discuss today. Using the side reading method means you see the concert score and you play exactly a different one, a different fingering. So I won't get too deep on this topic today, but just give you a quick pros and cons comparison. The pros are faster, you don't need any preparation in advance, and it almost do not require any music theory. The cons is it's a little bit confusing when you communicate with other musicians. You'll say, oh, I'm playing the A, you are playing the B flat, he's hearing the C. It's a little bit confusing. So you really need to clarify what you are talking about. Another way is to use the notating software. It is quite convenient, but it also has its pros and cons. I already made a video about how to use the notating software to do transposing, and I will post a link here. So using notating software's pros are it is fast. Only a few clicks are required in the software. And also it is easier to transpose for multiple transposing instruments. Like you have a score, you had a lead sheet, and you want to distribute to a tenor saxophone player, an alto saxophone player, and a horn player. So it's easier. You just need a few clicks to give the score to different transposing instrument. The cons are notating software is required, so you probably need to spend some dollars on it, and also you need to have a digital version of your score instead of the paper version, which, you know, another issue. How do you find your digital score? And also another cons is it's very tedious if you don't have the digital score and you decided to transfer your paper score into a digital format. You have to type it one by one, note by note, so it's quite tedious. For the solfège system, there are two mainstream. The first one is using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the second is using do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. For the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, there are actually two different ways. The first one is using a fixed do, and the second is using a movable do. A fixed do means whatever written in the C will sing it as a do. A G on the score is sol, whatever the key is in. A movable do depends on the key you are in. It's a little bit confusing, but for today's tutorial purpose, we're using the movable do system. Alright, so now we are going to teach you how to use the solfège system. First step, knowing what key are you in. So in this example, we see there's a 2 flat on the key signature. Let's check the circle fifth on the right side. Alright, so 2 flat is the B flat. So it is in B flat major. I won't go too deep on the minor scale today, but the concept is similar. So let's just disregard the minor scale today. Alright, the second step is write down your scale and line up with the solfège system. So as you can see, I line up with B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat, and with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then back to 1. Also, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, back to do. Alright, step 3, look up the circle fifth. Whatever your instrument is transposed, your new do will be adding opposite amount of sharp or flat to your original key. What I mean opposite means if your instrument is in flat, for example, B flat, E flat, F, then you will add sharp, turning clockwise to your original key. If your instrument is in sharp, for example, clarinet in A, then you turn counterclockwise, 3 flat to your original key. Let's take an example. If your instrument is an alto saxophone is transposed in E flat. E flat has 3 flat, so you have to add 3 sharp to your original key. Like this example, the original Do is in B flat, so adding 1 sharp, the new Do becomes F. Adding 1 more sharp, it becomes C, and adding the last sharp, 3 sharp, as you remember, is because E flat has 3 flat, so we need to add 3 sharp. Finally, adding the final sharp, the Do becomes G. So your new Do for your instrument is actually G. So the 4th step, writing down your transposed G major scale below your solfège index. So original is B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat on your concert pitch. You played in G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Step 5, final step. Analyze your lead sheet using your solfège index you just wrote. For example, this example is So, Mi, Mi, Fa, Re, Re, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, So, So, So. So I write down my transposed instrument. What I play is D, B, B, C, A, A, G, A, B, C, D, D, D. All right, let's see our final result. This is Ernie Lee. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial today and learn how to play your transposing instrument on a concert score with solfège system. Please leave comments or message me if you have any question. Thank you.